Noel Mason, signal given, and they're on their way on the opening race today, and they came out in a pretty good line. 2 Body Edition Newton near the inside. Dapper out in the centre, and Burrowy Lord began okay. They hop over the first of their fences. Just behind those is Bob, followed by Hussar's Best and Landowner as they went over the second, up to the third of the treble here, and Newton now took up the running. Led out now from Body Edition. Landowner got into that one, and Tom T. Hall had to ease back behind him, and then in the tail of the field. Now Newton in front, going to the double down the back by 2.5 now to Burrowy Lord, a length and a half. Body Edition, 2 for the back Dapper. Hussar's Best, 5th the centre, 1 then to Bob, a length for the back, and the race Brigari. On the outside of him, Jagabar up running about 7th as they go to that next fence. Further back in the race then came Knock It Off, followed by Tom T. Hall as they complete that double. Further back then Landowner, and Bajira has lost the rider. Bajira hit that one and has lost the rider, and these two up front have cleared out now. Newton about 2 in front of Burrowy Lord coming down the side, and they're about 5 or 6 to Body Edition, 3 for the back Dapper. 2 then to Jagabar going up 5th on the outside of Hussar's Best as they go to the first of that double. Further back in the race came on the outside, then Knock It Off, 2 to Tom T. Hall. Bob over on the inside, followed back in the middle there by Brigari, 3 to Landowner last of all. Up to complete this double on the first round, and Newton just in front, about 3/4 of a length in advance now. From on the outside, Burrowy Lord, who eases back, and Newton went out about a length and a half to 2 in front of Burrowy Lord. 3 to Body Edition, 4 further back Dapper, 1 Jagabar. Making its move, Tom T. Hall on the outside. Knock It Off on the fence, a length then Brigari. Then Hussar's Best on the inside of Bob, and 3 last of all is Landowner, and Bajira is chasing the riderless horse. Into the straight they come with a lap to go, about, let's have a look, about 1,800 metres from home now, and it's Newton about a half in front with Body Edition going up on the outside now, second with a lap to go. Burrowy Lord went back 3 lengths away, third, a length then to Dapper. Knock It Off on the inside from Jagabar running 6th. Outside him Tom T. Hall, followed by Brigari, then Bob. Riderless horse amongst them now from Hussar's Best and Landowner last of all. 1,600 out, and Body Edition on the outside has gone up to Newton now as they go back from where they've started, and they follow the line to the first of 3. It's Body Edition and Newton about 3 lengths in front now from Burrowy Lord, and pulling out wide Tom T. Hall with Dapper. Then Knock It Off behind those. Further back in the race Jagabar as they go to the next. Then Brigari, followed further back by Bob, and a gap to Landowner. Completing the treble down the side. The race is on now, 1,200 to go, and Burrowy Lord got up on the inside to hit the front. Burrowy Lord went to the front now from Dapper second. Third on the outside, joining in quickly Tom T. Hall. Back behind them now Body Edition. Jagabar making his run. That riderless horse is right amongst the field. Further back in the race, Knock It Off, pushing up in the middle as they go to the first of the double down the back. Body Edition and Knock It Off went straight through it, and Bob was hampered. Over the next one they go, and the leader now Dapper from Burrowy Lord. Now Jagabar starting to run on. Outside him Tom T. Hall going with him, and there's 6 in front of Bob, and a further back then Newton. Coming up 2 fences to go. Dapper the leader. This riderless horse is a real nuisance on the outside. Jagabar is second, and Tom T. Hall is third. 2 for the back Burrowy Lord. Over the second last, Jagabar going up to Dapper. They're about 4 in front. Tom T. Hall struggling. So too is Burrowy Lord, but Jagabar 1 fence out, getting up to Dapper. They'll come up towards the last. They go to it. Jagabar. Dapper's down. Dapper crashed, and Tom T. Hall rider tipped out. Burrowy Lord hampered, then Bob, but the favourite's a mile out in front, and Jagabar's got the race now on the turn. He's the best part of 15 lengths in front of Burrowy Lord. Then a battle for third, Bob. Landowner improving now, and further back than Newton, but Jagabar, he probably had Dapper covered, who fell at the last fence. He looks around the rider of Jagabar Patton, puts the brakes on. He's just got a riderless horse trailing him, and Jagabar's going to ease to the post, or he's going to win at about 25 lengths. Jagabar at the judge, wins by a mile here. Second placing Burrowy Lord. Bob got third. Then further back was Landowner, followed further back by Newton. Then came Knock It Off, who hit one down the back. Body Edition just coming in. Last to clock in is Hussar's Best. So a couple of riderless horses here. Brigari riderless, so too is Dapper, and of course Bajira the first one to go. Jagabar, the one to come in, Las Classique. Now waiting on Las Classique to come up to complete the line of 8. And she goes up now, repeating. Alfie Matthews not riding today here at Moonee Valley, and they're set to go. Lights blinking on top of the gates, and they're off and running this time. Terse First wasn't really flash away at one of the first out, Las Classique, but pushing up nearer the inside, plumb in front. Sweet Delight spearing through, and Fire Lake is holding its position over on the inside. Fire Lake goes up on the inside of Sweet Delight. Sweet Delight ahead in front of Fire Lake, easing back plumb in front on the inside of Las Classique. 2 further back, Southlands Impulsive the inside of it, and about 3 further back in the race. Kashina on the outside of Terse First last of all. Around the turn at the 850, and Fire Lake about a neck in front of Sweet Delight a length, then to Las Classique on the outside of Plum in front on the fence. Then Southland's pulled out deep, making its run a length, then Impulsive. Then Kashina and Terse first back to the inside. Will need some luck from there. Sweet Delight about 3/4 in front now from Fire Lake, the Rail, Las Classique and Southland's making their runs out wider. A length Plum in front and to the outside, Kashina, Impulsive and Terse first has gone back to last, only 3 lengths off them. Up to the turn they race Sweet Delight, Fire Lake the inside, Las Classique 3 out, 4 out Southlands, and on the outside of those then Kashina when they turn for home. Kashina out deep has hit the front. Kashina's raced to the lead now and sprinted away 3 lengths in front of Las Classique, Southlands, and further back than Sweet Delight. Terse first not in the race, but Kashina first up, races away, wins 2.5. Second in the race Southlands, Las Classique third, just in front of Impulsive and Sweet Delight, followed by Plum in front. Terse first, second last, and last is Fire Lake. Number 7, Kashina. Race 3 today, the 1,000-metre trip. Start again to the platform, Bob McCarroll. And they're ready. Set to run. Lights blinking. Set to go. Attendant in there with one in about stall 3 or 4. Stalls are back racing now. Out in a good line, dropping out Clan after the start, a clear last. Prince Belair, Cradle Snatcher and King Carl getting up on the inside, settling now from Clay Shot. Further back, Born Brave, the outside of it, Tycoon Princess. Cradle Snatcher led now from Prince Belair. 2 to King Carl and Clay Shot. 2 further back, Born Brave, Tycoon Princess. And on the outside, Poetic Scholar. 3 or 4 further back in the race, then came up on the inside, Clan. Then came Mexican Breeze, followed by second last, Solomon Prince and 2 to Garnier. Prince Belair goes up to Cradle Snatcher now at the 350-metre mark. They're a length and a half to Clay Shot, and further back King Carl, Tycoon Princess, and then Born Brave, and a gap in the race to Clan. Prince Belair in front when they turn for home, a half length in front now from Cradle Snatcher, a length and a half Clay Shot when they turn. Prince Belair around the turn at the 200 in front, Clay Shot is after it, then Born Brave, Prince Belair the leader, Clay Shot getting up on the outside, Clay Shot put its head in front, Born Brave coming hard, Born Brave going after Clay Shot, Born Brave doing better, Born Brave's got up to win, got right on top of Clay Shot on the line. Third home Prince Belair, then Tycoon Princess, then Clan, further back King Carl, the inside Cradle Snatcher, followed further back by Garnier. Back behind those Mexican Breeze with it would have been Solomon Prince, and last of all is Poetic Scholar. Born Brave, number 2, 1 Clay Shot second, and 5. Now they're ready for race number 4 today. Set over here at the 2,500. Last one has gone up. Hereditas well backed. 540 on Super Tab. Set to go. Racing. Away in a good line too, and Chase Me Charlie down to the inside, one of the best away. Old Best Endeavours couldn't go early. He's dropped out to the back, and Manga Tatari's going to be back there with him. Chase Me Charlie with Sterling Emblem getting up on the inside. Doff the Hat is further out with Rob's Reason. And Bright Spot, and Hereditas is trapped wide on that first turn. A length and a half Future Shock, followed by Tennessee Oak over on the inside. Back in the centre there, Dark Tango, 2 or 3 further back. Best Endeavours, Alien Fella, followed on the outside by King of the Bay, and easing back Noble Bembara, Manga Tatari, and last of all King Jazz. Into the straight they come, and Hereditas 3 out, quickly travelling up towards the front. Down towards the winning post, young McAvoy will take Hereditas to the lead now, led by nearly a length to Rob's Reason, and Doff the Hat. He gets across now on the top weight. A length Sterling Emblem, and on the outside of it, Chase Me Charlie with a lap to go, running 5th, 1 Tennessee Oak. Best Endeavours the inside from Bright Spot. Further back, Future Shock, followed by Dark Tango back in the centre from Manga Tatari. Then came King of the Bay, followed by Alien Fella, Noble Benbar, and King Jazz last of all. 1,600 out. Down the side they go, and Hereditas out in front. I think the saddle's gone a little forward on this young fellow, on Hereditas. It led by a length and a half now. To up second is Chase Me Charlie. Rob's Reason back inside Doff the Hat, and 3 out, running 5th is Bright Spot. 1 then Sterling Emblem, the stablemate Tennessee Oak outside it. 2 to Future Shock off the fence, followed by Best Endeavours. Manga Tatari outside at Dark Tango. Then came to the outside King of the Bay, followed over on the inside by King Jazz with Alien Fella, and 2 to Noble Benbara. Yes, the saddle's gone forward on young McAvoy Boy down the back, and he's sitting right up on its neck on Hereditas. It goes down the back by 2 in second placing Chase Me Charlie. Bright Spot is a neck away third the outside. 2 then to Doff the Hap. Rob's Reason the fence. 1 further back than Tennessee Oak. 1 Sterling Emblem Future Shock. 2 to Best Endeavours. 3 further back King of the Bay. Dark Energy the setter from Munga Tatari. Alien Fella's got 2 behind it, and they are Noble Ben Barra at the 850 turn, and back inside at King Jazz. On the side they race. Hereditas now joined by Chase Me Charlie. Chase Me Charlie's quickly got up to Hereditas. Bright Spot further out with Tennessee Oak and Future Shock putting in a run. Hereditas is gone now. He can't do much on it. Further back Off the Hat back in the centre and pulled out wide then off the outside as King of the Bay. The sprint on at the 450 metre mark. Tennessee Oak reached the lead from Bright Spot. Future Shock coming at Tennessee Oak. Back to fourth is Chase Me Charlie. The inside hard ridden a gap. Sterling Emblem Off the Hat, and further back then came Rob's Reason, but Tennessee Oak, he's pretty tough. He's got away a length and a half on the turn from Future Shock. A gap Chase Me Charlie, nothing else from behind. Pretty versatile horse this bloke Tennessee Oak. He sprints away for Preble. He's 2.5 Future Shock trying hard from Chase Me Charlie. Noble Ben Barra late trying to get into the place, but Tennessee Oak wins 2 lengths in the run home. Second Future Shock, third's tight. Chase Me Charlie, Alien Fella the centre, and on the outside Noble Ben Barra. 3 of them there. A gap Sterling Emblem, then Bright Spot, further back Mungo Tatari. Doff the Hat followed by Dark Energy. Well back in the race then came King of the Bay. Rob's Reason further back then came Best Endeavours. With it King Jazz, and Ordis Boys had a horror ride. Young McAvoy on a... Now Bento and Kids Challenge coming up to complete the line. Now they look to be set to go. It's My Sin favourite. 3:30 now on Super Tab, and the place 190. Stalls back and they're off and running now. Source of Divorce and the Golden Greek are dropping out after the start, and first out is Bento from the outside, quickly joined by Storm Boy. Just behind those Plushka, and on the outside Ruling Regent, Grand Bay pushing up in the middle from Kit's Challenge. Kiora Star deep a length and a half further back Sir Boom. Then It's My Sin from Royal Riverton. 2 to Diamond Tip, Source of Divorce. 3 further back in the race Honquok Star, the Golden Greek last of all. Bento worked across and led by a length and a half. Storm Boy and Grand Bay went up third out deep around Kit's Challenge and Plushka. 2 Kiora Star, Sir Boom, and further back It's My Sin outside at Ruling Regent. Royal Riverton the fence. 1 Source of Divorce, Diamond Tipped. 2 to Honquok Star, 3 the Golden Greek. 500 out. Bento ahead in front now from Storm Boy. A length then Grand Bay goes up third. Plushka fourth behind those from Kiora Star. It's My Sin has got to the outside from Sir Boom. Royal Riverton try to get a run, then Kids Challenge, and further back Source of Divorce pulled out deep when they come to the turn now, and the leader is Bento from Grand Bay. It's My Sin goes up third. She's running on well now, and behind those Plushka trying to get out from Diamond Tipped. Grand Bay took the lead. It's My Sin grabs it, and here's Honquok Star. Honquok Star winding up with Source of Divorce. Honquok Star got to It's My Sin, Sir Boom, and Honquok Star. 3/4 It's My Sin, third Sir Boom, fourth on the outside Source of Divorce from Plushka. A gap in the race then Ruling Regent followed by Bento, the Golden Greek, Royal Riverton, Grand Bay, Diamond Tip, Storm Boy, Kit's Challenge, and Kiora Star. Honquok Star, number 5. Number 4, second. And third number about. Now Ironstone going up. Ironstone goes in. Buffer's Pride to complete the line, and they'll be ready for race 6 at Moonee Valley today. Buffer's Pride goes in. Signal racing. Over on the inside, Aspire and Buck Henry bounced away quickly with Dry Humour. And when they settle into stride, Jiminy travelling forward, so too is Blazing Sun going around the outside. Jiminy going across now to take up the running from Blazing Sun. Just behind those is Aspire on the inside of Destrero. Buffer's Pride 3 and 4 wide going around Dry Humour. 2 further back in the race, Buck Henry, 1 to Fluid Motion. They're followed by Just Anything. And 2 lengths to Ironstone last of all. Down the back they race towards 1,000. Jiminy in front. A length and a half now to Blazing Sun, and Buffer's Pride goes up third. 1 then to Aspire from Destrero. Dry Humour running 6-3 away from the fence. 2 further back than Buck Henry outside of Just Anything. Fluid Motion back on the fence, and Ironstone last of all at the 800 turn. The leader Jiminy a good length and a half in front of Blazing Sun and Buffer's Pride the outside. 2 or 3 further back is Destrero. Around the outside of it went Dry Humour. Then Just Anything around further back Buck Henry dropping out Aspire. Then Ironstone and Fluid Motion second last. 550 metres to go. The leader Jiminy 1.5 in front of Buffer's Pride and Blazing Blazing Sun. Further back, Buck Henry trying to push up in the centre, followed by Just Anything and Dry Humour, and then Ironstone. Right off the fence, the leader Jiminy up to the turn, a length in front of Buffer's Pride, followed further back by Just Anything, Dry Humour, and Buck Henry behind those. Jiminy straightened up a length and a half in front of Buffer's Pride. Then further back, Blazing Sun from Buck Henry and Just Anything. Jiminy in front, going down to the 180 metre mark, a length and a half, Buffer's Pride. Then Just Anything, followed out wider by Ironstone, but Jiminy still in front of Buffer's Pride and Ironstone, and Jiminy all the way. Jiminy scores by nearly a length, Buffer's Pride, a half away third, Ironstone. Then Just Anything, Dry Humour. Further back, Buck Henry, a gap in the race, Blazing Sun, Fluid Motion, Destriro, and Aspire was gone at the 800 metre mark, tailed off. Number six. Last couple have gone in. Set to go. They're off and running. And away in a good line too, with Nap Hill, one of the best, away towards the centre. On the outside, travelling forward now, Risky. Viennetta just behind those from Space Region, Dolbeat, Rules Galore, Drink Card Princess, Sweet Lady Bird, Flirty Bird, Kitty's Wish, followed on the inside by Dance Away. Star Cossack easing back as Risky takes up the running. Then the Stimulator, and last of all, Tatrice. Out of the straight with about 1650 metres to go, and Risky goes out with a good break. Risky's out about 4 lengths in front now from Nap Hill and Space Region third, one then to Dolbeat. 3 further back in the race then came Viennetta running fifth, a length and a half, Rules Galore on the outside of Drink Card Princess. 2 further back in the race then came Dance Away, who got up on the inside of Sweet Lady Bird and Flirty Bird out 3 deep, followed by Kitty's Wish, to Treese. Stimulated the inside, and 2 last of all, Star Cossack at the 1300 metre turn, and Risky goes to the back. The pace has been pretty even out in front too. Risky by 2.5 to Nap Hill. Space Regent the Grey a half away third, 1 then to Dolbeat fourth, 2 to Viennetta running fifth, 1 then Rules Galore outside Drink Card Princess, a couple of lengths further back Dance Away. Further back to Treese, just in front of it would have been Sweet Lady Bird from Flirty Bird, then Kitty's Wish from the Stimulator, and Star Cossack about 15 to 16 lengths off the last of all. Pace has been good now. Risky increases the tempo by 3 at the 850 turn. Second Nap Hill, 1 Space Regent, a half Dolbeat, further back 2 lengths away Viennetta. Drink Card Princess getting out wide, so's Rules Galore. Further back then Sweet Lady Bird deep around Dance Away. Then came Tatrice, and further back Star Cossack taking off from Flirty Bird, Kitty's Wish, and last of all the Stimulator. Risky's gone hard in front, and Nap Hill grabbed it quickly. Here are the sweepers though. Viennetta out wide on the track. Dolbeat trying to go with it, followed by Drink Card Princess. And here's Star Cossack putting in a run from last around the outside of Dance Away. Further back Space Region when they come up to the home tune from Rules Galore. Viennetta hit the front now from Drink Card Princess, Nap Hill. Star Cossack a length off and Dance Away behind them. At the 200, Viennetta in front. Star Cossack down the outside, looming up though. Star Cossack after Viennetta. They're clear of late out wide the Stimulator. Star Cossack took the lead from Viennetta on the inside, and Dance Away, and Star Cossack beats Dance Away of Viennetta third. 4th Rules Galore from the Stimulator out deep. Then further back was Sweet Lady Bird, Flirty Bird. Behind those is Kitty's Wish from Dolbeat, Nap Hill. Well back Space Regent, Risky went at a decent clip out in the front, and Drink Card Princess, and last of all Tatrice. Star Cossack number 2. Number two, Star Cossack has beaten 3 Dance Away, and third 7 Viennetta, 2, 3 and 7. Last going out at the 1600 metre mark. This Heritage on the inside of Carolina Moon. Bradman goes in. New Spec goes up. Don't Invite us ready. Rider of Bradman getting back into the saddle. Now Eddie Wilkinson. Filligan goes up. Labille coming forward now, and then Raptor, and they'll be set. Last couple coming up. Now just waiting on Raptor to come in. Raptor, the last one up. They got behind the 8 ball here with a few little problems down here at the start. Raptor to come forward will jump about 5 minutes late for the last race today. Now Heritage on the inside. 390 now for number 3, Shows On. 470 for number 5, All the Aces. Raptor just pulling back a little. Well backed here, number 10, Our Heritage, into 950 on Super Tab. And Raptor to come up and complete the line, and they'll be set to run. New Spec is ready. Magic Happens and Shows On. High Vegas and French Clock. All the Aces towards the centre. In the colours of Spectrum, who took out the Goodwood. Now here's Raptor going up to its position, pulls back again. Raptor turns around. Just wants to come back again. They link arms again, the attendants behind this horse. It's 6 or 7 of them. Got it on the move and it goes in. Raptor goes up. And the jockey getting aboard here, and that's Eddie Casser. And he won't hold them long. New Spec a bit fractious out there. They settle. Our Heritage the inside. Set to run. Line is good. Signal. Racing. Came away in a pretty good line. Bradman squeezed out after the start, a bit of bumping there, and one of the first out here. Going quickly, Filligan with on the outside Raptor, and Shows On bounce quickly today. Don't Imbibe just behind those from Our Heritage, and further out is New Spec and High Vegas. Around that first turn they go, and on the outside Shows On going up now to Filligan. Raptor third from Our Heritage, and they're followed by High Vegas and Don't Imbibe. New Spec further back in the race from French Clock. The inside then Khan Square. Further back in the race in Carolina Moon. On the outside of it, there's one now. It's All the Aces travelling forward, 2 to Bradman, then LaBeale, and last of all the outside Magic Happens. At the 850 metre mark they race, and the leader on the inside here is Filligan, about a neck in front now from Shows On, 2 to Raptor. Over on the inside Our Heritage, followed by High Vegas. Tracking out deep as New Spec, one further back Don't Imbibe. They're followed further back by Magic Happens, taking off as they jam right up from French Clock. Further back Carolina Moon, one further back is Bradman, followed by Kana Square, and 2 LaBeale last of all. At the 550 metre mark, Shows On took the front now. All the Aces on the outside coming home, followed by Raptor. Further back in the race then Our Heritage from Don't Imbibe, and they're followed to the outside of it by New Spec. Up to the turn, Shows On in front from Raptor, and on the outside All the Aces a length further back, then Don't Imbibe going back to the inside. Shows On straightens in front from All the Aces, and Don't Imbibe getting up on the inside. It Shows On in front, Don't Imbibe the inside from All the Aces and Raptor. Don't Imbibe got up on the inside to hit the front now. Don't Imbibe in front, and Don't Imbibe. Don't Imbibe comes away a length. Raptor third's tight. Shows On are All the Aces. Behind those Bradman. Further back Carolina Moon, French Clock. Then Kana Square, followed in behind them by New Spec. LaBeale the outside. A gap in the race then to Our Heritage. High Vegas well back in the race then. The last two would have been Magic Happens with Filligan.